Let's hope this isn't serious.
I thought it was over. I actually thought it was over. You know, going back to that day where the injury occurred and I was injured, I thought I was dead. I'll be honest with you, I thought I was dead. When I look back at what happened to me, I couldn't feel my right side for 30 minutes. I was tasting my own blood. And I said to myself in my head, I go, it's all over. I thought, that's it. Career is over. And, you know, you're probably paralyzed or something. I don't know what I was thinking at that time. I was rushed to the hospital. And I remember they done a CT scan and they said to me, we've got some good news and we've got some bad news. Good news is you're gonna live, no operations. Bad news is you've got a depressed skull fracture and you gotta rest for about 6 weeks to a month or 2 months. The other thing is your brain, your skull, it's got a little bit of blood on there and that's might affect you, might not affect you. So we'll assess the situation as you're concussed, and they kept me for 4 days. At that time, I didn't really think of it. I would thought, you know what, it's over. I'm either gonna have some side effect. I was hurting quite bad because the thing is, when you're training so hard to achieve something in your life, and you get that you get injured. Something happens so serious that it all comes crashing down on you. And I don't think people understand. You know, we can act fine. You know, I was acting like I was a rock. But inside I was dying. I was dying inside. And so I had that and they told me 2 weeks. And then 2 weeks later, I ripped my Achilles. I bruised it. So I was in a cast and they told me another 6 weeks on top of that. And then I was just on crutches. My head was banged up. My leg was banged up. And I remember I was sitting there on the bed and you just give up. You give up with yourself. You're just thinking, what's going on? Injury after injury after injury after injury. And I was just sitting there and I'm just feeling sorry for myself. Which is, I think everyone does it. But this was affecting me mentally. It was affecting me mentally. And it was bad, man. It was something that affected me mentally and professionally. You know, I was losing my mind. I was going insane. You know, I had zero motivation. You know, I was giving the talk that I would do this, do that. I'm coming back, but inside I was broken. It was something that was like, it's done, it's done. I had zero motivation to train. I had zero motivation to get back up. And that's the truth, you know. People probably be like, yo, you said, you know, that you're gonna come back stronger. Yeah, I do say it, but inside I was a broken human being inside. And my passion and everything literally came crashing down. My passion was gone for the game. Gym, I started eating bad. I was having about 20 biscuits a day. Then to put on 15 kgs during that time off from everything, from going from about 70 kg to about 85, 86 kg, 87 kg, with the stomach sticking out. I was not looking healthy at all. Face was pudgy, and I just kept on looking at myself in the mirror, and I said, "It's alright. It's cool. It's done. It's done." You know, I kept on feeling sorry for myself, and I was feeling sympathy for myself. I don't know why, but it was just like, yeah. Got back into training. My mind wasn't right. My mind was not right at all. I was getting affected. I was getting very angry. I was having panic attacks. I was getting, anxiety. Am I gonna walk back out? Am I not gonna walk back out? Other things were on my mind. I was thinking about my family. I also thought of, why am I still here? I asked the question to God actually. I was like, why am I still here? A head injury can, leave you paralyzed. It can kill you on the spot. For me, it didn't kill me, it did injure me. But at the same time, I think I'm lucky to be here. And I'm talking to you guys about it because this is not about me. I think it's about everyone. Just to tell their story and to help people. It doesn't matter how long it takes. One day you'll get that passion back and that whole drive will kick in after some time. But it took me a long time to do it. I took about 6 months, 5 months off from everything. I lost friends, I gained friends. Everything was in a tailspin. My world was set in a tailspin when I got hit, and that's the harsh reality of it, And then going physio, having tests, because my right side was less responsive than my left. It was a difficult time. I remember I was driving one time and I remember I was just like over speeding a little bit. There was obviously like a motorway coming up, so I was speeding, I was driving off, and when you just blank out, you're just like, you know what? Should I just take the car off the road? And you have that feeling, but then I had this voice inside my head where it was just like, don't do it. You're better than this. You got something to prove. You got something to prove to yourself. And, your competition is yourself. So I slowed down, went home. And then I had a harsh think to myself, and I looked at a few old footages of my training videos. And I just remember, I was like, wow, look where I was, and look at me now. So after that day, I heard that little voice in my head telling me, don't do it, Jay, don't do it. Don't do it at all. Why are you going to do something and cause pain to other people around you, loved ones, friends, family, not just yourself, but to other people? And that was my mental problem, really. I think I was just fighting my own mind, and I was fighting my mind so much that it was getting hard for me. And I think, I used to show people that, yeah, I'm alright, I'm fine, I'm good, but inside I was dying and I was in pain. When I look back at it, I learned a lot of things. So one day, after that day, once I looked at my videos of training, I thought, you know what, from tomorrow I'm going to start training again. The doctors gave me the all clear to train, but not at a high intensity level, but a low, very, very low intensity level. And I said to myself, I got nothing to prove to anyone else. I got something to prove to myself. And that's where my mind started changing. Whereas it was, you do have to prove something one day, but to prove to yourself that you can come back from what has happened to you, it takes guts, it takes courage, and you got to be willing to get out of that mental mind state and overcome what is going on. It's been a roller coaster for me because, coming back, it wasn't easy because you put on 15 to 16 kg on top of whatever your weight was. And to be sitting here right now and discussing this with you guys, it's crazy. It is crazy. But I looked myself in the mirror. I remember I just looked at myself in the mirror and I go, what have you become? You know, you that guy, that rock, that you know, that it doesn't matter what happens. You either, you know, you got a slight niggle and you get back up and you're still playing. You know, I remember playing with a dodgy back, and you're training with a dodgy back, and you know, my arm was a bit banged up, and I remember I had a bruise here as well, and I just kept on going, and that's what made me come out of this problem, really. When I started training lightly and started, you know, focusing myself on what the task needed to be. Yeah, I had setbacks. Everyone has setbacks, but I just got up. I got up. I got knocked down, and I got up, and I got knocked down, and I got up, and I got knocked down, and I got up, and I got knocked down. And that's what it's all about. I realized my competition is the guy that's standing in front of me in that mirror, and that's me. So I thought, why am I trying to compete with other people beforehand when you should be competing with yourself and making yourself the best version of yourself every single day? Every single day is a stepping stone. It doesn't matter if your back's hurting. It doesn't matter if you're feeling ill. It doesn't matter if you have no motivation. If you have motivation, if you're having a bad day, or someone's made you angry, or you're having some anxiety, you're having some problems, you're having issues, no matter how tough the situation is, I get back up, and I still go through my training routine every single day. And that's what keeps me going. And to fight this here, it was courage. It was something that doesn't come overnight. It took time. I still battle my demons in my head. I battle them on a daily basis, but I don't show it. I release it in my training, and I look at, if you're gonna keep feeling sorry for yourself, or you're gonna feel, you know, oh, I could have done this. No. Don't feel sorry for yourself. You pick yourself up, you brush yourself off, and you get to work. And that's what happened. I remember I was talking to my mum, and I said to her, you know what, man, I need to start training. And then bang, next day I was training. My mum was throwing me balls, I was hitting shots, started getting my bowling training in. Then I literally changed my whole workout. It was something that I'm blessed that I did get injured, because I wouldn't have realized where I was going wrong, and it's made me stronger, it's made me better, it's made me a better person. And also, you know, I can share this story with you guys. This is my comeback story.